Hello and welcome to Blue Hill Observatory, the longest continuously operating weather observatory in North America. My name is Ava and I will be guiding you through a tour of our weather observation program. This is Matt, our Chief Weather Observer. He will be engaging with many of our instruments to collect daily weather data. This becomes our climate records, which represent long-term weather patterns and variations. At Blue Hills, our observers typically conduct visual observations of the weather 3 times a day. This occurs at 7 a.m., 10 a.m., and 1 p.m. EST. These observations include a series of steps and instruments to capture the data we need. A key aspect of weather observations at Blue Hill Observatory includes thermometers. We utilize thermometers to calculate air temperature, dry and wet bulb temperature, dew point, relative humidity in both the maximum and minimum temperatures. To measure dry and wet bulb temperatures, we use a psychrometer. A psychrometer contains 2 thermometers. One is a regular thermometer on the right, while the second has a wet cloth attached to it on the left, causing its temperature to drop according to the moisture level of the cloth. All data is manually recorded during the 3 observation intervals and is captured through hydrothermographs. A hydrothermograph is an instrument that continuously tracks changes in temperature, recording data 24/7. To measure daily precipitation, we use a standard 8-inch rain gauge. This instrument is surrounded by a metal knife or windshield, which prevents wind from blowing directly at the tube and instead deflects the wind upwards. This allows precipitation to fall straight into the container. Once precipitation is collected, a measuring stick is placed vertically into the container to measure the height of the water level. Measuring snow depth on a snowboard is straightforward. A measuring stick is inserted vertically into the snow until it touches the surface of the board. This provides observers the surface height of the snowfall. A key aspect of an observer's role also includes direct visual observation. Our weather observers travel to the roof of the observatory to study the sky's visibility and identify cloud types. We determine visibility based on how clearly we can see distant landmarks. For example, Boston represents a 10-mile visibility, Mount Wachusett is 42 miles away, and Mount Monadnock is 67 miles out. To measure sunlight, we use the Campbell-Stokes Sunshine Recorder. This instrument provides a continuous record of bright sunshine by using a glass sphere to concentrate sunlight onto cards, which burn when exposed to intense sunlight. This tool tracks the total minutes of bright sunshine each day. This data, when compared to previous years of sunlight, contributes to tracking and understanding changes in our climate and atmospheric conditions. In the observer's room, we use a machine known as a wind wall to track wind data. This machine measures both wind gusts and wind speed throughout the day. Observers study these readings to determine the peak wind gust and the fastest mile of wind recorded each day. In the observer's room, weather observers also use a psychrometric calculator, a plastic circular tool used to determine key properties of the atmosphere such as dew point and relative humidity. The dew point is the temperature at which the air becomes fully saturated with moisture, while relative humidity indicates the percent of water vapor present in the air. All data gathered throughout the observation period is translated into a specific coded format entered into a computer document. Every observer at Blue Hills learns this coding system, and it is essential to accurately document our weather records. Thank you for coming along on a tour of the day in the life of a weather observer.